It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And it's Nigel the Dark Destroyer Benn. It's Nigel Benn, the Dark Destroyer. The Cobra, Carl Froch. One of the greatest
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from London, England, here is a middleweight and super middleweight champion of the world, known as the Dark Destroyer, introducing Nigel.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Which fans are going to be happy, which fans are going to be sad.
And there's the bell to start round one. Nice punch. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. He threw the hook, didn't land. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Defense is not an option for these two. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They blocked the jab. That counter punch caught him clean. They exchange punches. Nice job blocking the hook. They better start respecting each other's punching power. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every...
And there's the bell for round two. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
Missing with that jab. Which fighter will say no mas? You don't want to trade shots. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This slugger isn't interested in winning rounds. He just wants to win the fight, and he's not going to do it on the scorecard, Johnny. He needs a KO.
Sluggers just want to mow you down.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Can the Dark Nigel Benn down? Can you believe it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial. There's the bell to start round 3. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle. He's got to...
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Nigel Benn has been rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Heavy shots, and Nigel Benn goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
This is a high-octane battle. Let's see if they go to the body. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go. And finally, Froch goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you continue?
I don't know who's got the advantage here after both men tasted the canvas in that round.
Absolutely crazy.
Here we go to the 4th round. Let's see how these two fighters respond after both got knocked down in the previous round.
That is showing the fitness, that is showing the stamina, that is showing the hard work done in the gym. If you can get knocked down and get back up and knock your opponent down, they've got it.
Beautiful counter shot. A perfect counter shot. Good counter punching. Just missing with the right uppercut. Beautiful counter shot. These two were made for each other. How about that time counter shot? Caution is being thrown to the wind. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Oh, no. Nigel Benn in big trouble.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter had. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Froch in trouble. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fight.
Back into the fray here in round 5. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength, and preparation is how you are going to deal with this.
That counter punch caught him clean. That jab gets blocked. Misses with the jab. The jab not finding its target. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Punch, counter punch. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Catch and shoot. One punch could change everything in this battle. The Dark Destroyer goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
Let's talk about Ben in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round. Let's start the 6th. Nigel Benn has been rocked. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! The Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. How did they survive that?
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back.
Whoa, Johnny, out of Nigel Benn, overwhelmed with power, and down he goes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You all right?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does,
So fine. Hold it right there. Oh, no. Nigel Benn in big trouble. Let's talk about Benn in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
you're being put down.
And there's the bell for round 7. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Stamina is off the charts. Beautiful counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Can the Dark Destroyer get out of this dark place? Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged. And the Dark Destroyer is on the canvas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Give me your glove.
Ten seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Talk about Ben in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down. And there's the bell for round 8. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Punch, counter punch. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Holding nothing back here in the round. A lot of effort being exerted here. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. The Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time. A unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.